Hi folks, Joblot Comics here, having a look at an old Bronze Age Marvel team-up. Issue 24, it's quite early in the run. We've got a really weird one here, Spider-Man and Brother Voodoo, who would have thought it? We've got this amazing cover here. In fact, I would venture that the cover's probably one of the best things about this issue. This good girl in the red dress and the, oh my gosh, with her life being threatened by Moondog, and we've got Spidey and Brother Voodoo. Who would have thought they would have ever teamed up? It is quite the thing. Len Wayne on writing duties, Jim Mooney and Sal Trampiani are doing the heavy lifting, and we get a great splash page now. Come on. Look at... I'm sorry about the shadow here. I'm sitting in terrible light, but Spidey's drawn that on the billboard for the Daily Bugle. You gotta love that, haven't you? This is 1974, so a different time for comics, and Marvel Team Up was certainly quite popular. Spider-Man, was doing quite well, and he was doing great in his own title, and Marvel Team Up wasn't initially conceived as just being that looks like Gene Colan, doesn't it? Wasn't, just meant to be Spider-Man and somebody, because they did lots of issues where Spider-Man didn't actually appear in the book, and the Human Torch would team up with various different people, and Thor would, and Thor and Human Torch and all this kind of stuff was going on. So it's kind of strange, yeah. And then this very much of its time, Marvel were allowed to do scary things. Again, because there was a while after the comics codes had says no, you can't really have zombies and murders and voodoo and everything, but yeah, eventually they get around to doing it, and we end up with this issue here. So we're getting like human sacrifice and voodoo, Brother Voodoo, of course, on the scene. I missed out on those. Oh, Marvel will use them on those early issues of, I think it was like Strange Adventures, where Brother Voodoo first appeared, and they always I was always sort of really curious about what those books were about, and I'm pretty sure they were non-distributed in the UK, so it never really came our way until later on. However, this issue of Marvel Team Up did, so of course I was like all over that. And you know how this was distributed? Yeah, look, this is 7p logo on the front there. So a lot of these books did not have pence and pounds on the comics. These guys are in trouble. And what the good lord, what a cliffhanger that would be. And so some comics never get distributed in the UK, and they don't have that there. However, this one obviously did. Here's Brother Voodoo. He ain't bothered by the fire and stuff. Yeah, he wanders through that, and then he does his thing, and he takes these goofballs out. Look, see, here we go. Suddenly goes Spider-Man and Dracula in this one. You can see how Marvel are leaning into the 70s Bronze Age horror at this time, yeah. So yeah, it's a great sort of one-off issue, and we have Brother Voodoo as the guest star with the year. It is a very interesting comic book. There we go. And we get a nice wrap up there. Next issue, Spidey and Daredevil. Of course we do. So anyway, like I said, isn't this colourful cover? I'm going to show you the cover again because it's great. Yeah, I just love it. It's the sort of thing that Comic Collector Geek would like, because he likes his good girl stuff. There you go. Beautiful. Anyway, that's a brilliant issue of Marvel Team Up. You can get it for a couple of bucks and read it for yourself. Hey, subscribe to this damn channel, won't you? Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all tomorrow.